Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Hani Khoirunnisa from accounting class of 2016. In this video, I will present result of my undergraduate thesis titled The Effect of Financial Distress, Profitability, and Capital Intensity on Accounting Conservatism. The Honorable, dear my examiner and also my thesis advisor, Mrs. Igusti Ketut Agung Ulupui and Mrs. Dia Armeliza. Every entity needs accounting information describe the economic condition of the entity in the form of a financial statement. Financial accounting standard give freedom to the entire management of the company to determine accounting policies which will be used in the company's financial statement. One of the policies used is accounting conservatism. Accounting conservatism is a accounting principle where the company recognizes faster costs and recognize lower income and do valuation higher liabilities and lower asset valuation of financial statement. The issue of the like application accounting conservatism occurred at Tiga Pilar Sejahtera or AISA Company in 2017. Reporting from CNBC Indonesia, Tiga Pilar Sejahtera presented a profit that was higher than it should have been overstated of 4 trillion rupiah in account receivable, fixed asset, and inventories. 662 billion rupiah in sales account and 329 billion rupiah in EBITDA, which are result of EY investigation. Based on the case, AISA Company is considered to have an attitude of excessive optimism. Conservatism in this study is influenced by financial distress, profitability, and capital intensity. Researchers found a research gap which they are contradictory results that are not consistent on the factor of financial distress, profitability, and capital intensity on accounting conservatism. Based on the research gap, the question in this research is, does implementation of financial distress, profitability, and capital intensity may affect the accounting conservatism? The objective in the research is to test the effect of implementation of financial distress, profitability, and capital intensity of the accounting conservatism. Research benefits in this study are: first, provide empirical evidence to confirm research related to financial distress, profitability, and capital intensity on accounting conservatism. Second, evaluation materials for company management to use the principle of accounting conservatism, and material for consideration for stakeholders in making decisions, especially regarding financial distress, profitability, and capital intensity of the accounting conservatism. Agency theory is a theory which states that there is separation of roles between shareholders as company owners and manager as agent. The relationship between agency theory and accounting conservatism is companies that use accounting conservatism in company financial statement will reduce the manager behavior manipulate the company financial statement. Positive accounting theory is a theory which explains the action that companies will take choose accounting policies against accounting standard. The relationship of positive accounting theory and accounting conservatism is positive accounting theory have three hypotheses that explain about the implementation of accounting conservatism. The hypotheses are bonus plan, debt covenant, and political cost. Signal theory is a theory that contains the cues used by companies to investors. The relationship between signal theory and accounting conservatism is the manager will give a signal to reduce asymmetry information by providing information that company has implementing the accounting conservatism that made quality profit. Accounting conservatism is the accounting principle where the company recognizes faster costs and recognize lower income and do valuation higher liabilities and lower asset valuation in financial statement. Financial distress is circumstances in which the company experiences a financial decline before the company bankrupt. Profitability is the capability owned by the company to generate profit from all activities company operation in certain period. The capital intensity is how much capital owned by the company in the form of asset that can be used to earn income.
This is a theoretical framework and hypothesis.
The unit of analysis used in this study is manufacturing sector companies listed on the Indonesian Stock Exchange. The population used is manufacturing company listed on the Indonesian Stock Exchange for the period of 2017 until 2019. In taking sample, the researcher used a purposive method sampling. The study used the documentation method in data collection. The method used to collect the secondary data. Data analysis analysis technique used is the panel data regression. Previously, the data analysis was carried out in several steps, namely descriptive statistics, panel data regression model selection, which include Chow test and Hausman test. Next, classic assumption test, which include normality test, multicollinearity test, and heteroscedasticity test. After that, the data is processed using panel data regression. And the final step, use hypothesis test. The research used purposive sampling technique in determine the sample name manufacturer company list on the IDX on the observation time 2017 until 2019. Totally 183 data. Based on table, the probability value of cross-section F is smaller than 0.05, which is that each 0 is rejected and each A is accepted. So the model chosen in the study is a fixed effect model. Based on table, the probability value of cross-section F is smaller than 0.05, which is that each 0 is rejected and each A is accepted. So the model chosen in the study is a fixed effect model. Based on data, this data is normally distributed because the output results show the Jequibera probability is 0.065660 greater than 0.05. Based on the data, there is no multicollinearity between independent variable, which is the results show the correlation value between independent variable has smaller than 0.80. Based on the heteroscedasticity test using the Glaser test, the output result in this table have a probability value of each variable, namely FD of 0.1337, Prof of 0.641H, and CI of 0.6033. So it can be concluded that all independent variables used in the study were free from heteroscedasticity problem because it has more significant value greater than 0.05. Based on the result of panel data regression analysis, the model shows, based on the table, it can be concluded as follows. First, financial distress has positive significant effect on accounting conservatism. Second, profitability has a positive significant effect on accounting conservatism, and capital intensity has a negative significant effect on accounting conservatism. Based on the table, the results show a probability value of 0.0000 and the significant value is less than 0.05. This shows that the regression model in this study is feasible. Based on the data, the adjusted value R square is 0.97223 or 97.22%. So it can be concluded the financial distress, profitability, and capital intensity have an effect of 97.22% on accounting conservatism. Financial distress has a positive significant effect on accounting conservatism. The results are not in accordance with positive accounting theory, which predict a negative relationship between financial distress and accounting conservatism. The result of the study rejected the hypothesis because the research data obtained were unable to serve the purpose hypothesis. This can be seen based on descriptive data from 2017 until 2019 regarding the percentage of financial distress in manufacturing companies having a declining percentage value followed by a decrease in the percentage value of the application of accounting conservatism. Profitability has a positive significant effect on accounting conservatism. This indicates that if the company has a high profitability value, it makes the company tends to apply accounting conservatism because companies that have a high profitability value want to keep the value of the profit earned does not look fluctuating by applying accounting conservatism to company's financial statement. Capital intensity has a negative significant effect on accounting conservatism. The results are not in accordance with positive accounting theory, which capital intensity is one indicator of political cost, so that it can be predict positive relationship between capital intensity and accounting conservatism. The result of the study rejected the hypothesis because the research data obtained were unable to accept the proposed hypothesis. The conclusion is the financial distress and profitability have a positive significant effect on accounting conservatism, while capital intensity has a negative significant effect on accounting conservatism. That's all my undergraduate thesis presentation. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.